Hey folks, I am super excited to announce the launch of my new book, Wild City, published by O'Brien Press. And I thought in light of this new publication, I would share with you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes, the process behind making this book a reality. Let's talk about the process. To start my books, it usually either starts with a manuscript or some characters. In this case, it initially started with an older story I'd written called Into the Woods We Go. And when I first submitted this book, they liked the idea behind the characters and the use of imagination. They wanted me to change it from the woods to the city. And that's where I started to rewrite the story to suit the city. Now, the editorial process went back and forth for a couple of months, and it wasn't quite working. I wasn't happy with where I was going. The editor was encouraging me to add certain things, and I wasn't sure. I wanted to, it just wasn't sitting right. And so finally I decided I'm gonna scrap it. I'm gonna keep the key players, which is Lily and Tim, but I'm gonna revamp it. I want it to have an interactive element. And that's where I came up with this idea of the snap, clap, and zap. And this is the little ritual that the kids do to move in and turn a boring situation exciting. And this interactive element really made the book a lot more exciting and enjoyable to read. Once the script was signed off for the book, I started rough sketches. And this is really the process where I thumbnail the initial ideas around the layout of the book. When developing the layout, what I'm looking for is to ensure that the flow of the illustrations and the text work well together. As the pages are turned, there's a good sense of tension, of suspense, and that eventually that the whole thing works really well cohesively, and it's a pleasure to read. The other thing I absolutely love doing in my layouts is to hide little elements to really create a visual feast for my readers, so that perhaps in their first pass or in the first reading they might have missed little things, but when they go back and relook at the book, they keep finding little elements, little nods to culture, to their city, to little creatures hidden within the deep that they can find. I think this makes it much more exciting for the reader as well as the viewer. Once the layout is approved, then I jump straight into colors. And this is where the book really comes to life, when I start adding color. Color makes such a big difference. And I think it's so important to be careful with your colors to ensure that it's not overshadowing anything, that there is a balance between light and shade and contrast, and to ensure that your characters are still in focus. And you'll see I have actually tweaked Lily and Tim from their initial concept, what they look like in Into the Woods, to what they look like now. This was to really suit the current style I'm at. I'd written that book in 2018, which was a while ago, and I've shifted my style since then. So yeah, once the book script is written, the colors are done, then it goes off to be set up for print. And once that's ready, the book comes out. So creating the book is only the first half of getting a book out there. Once your book is made, you need to publicize it, you need to market it, you need to get it out there. And the idea I had was to create a small animated advert to advertise the idea behind the book, sort of the synopsis of the book in a short clip. And so I got in touch with my friend Mark to help me animate this. And this is the exciting part.
Hi, I'm Lily. And I am Tim. And we are best friends. We may seem like your average neighborhood kids, but we have a secret. Do you want to know what it is? With a snap of our fingers and a clap of our hands and a zap, we can turn the boring amazing. You try it. Snap, clap, zap. Goodbye, boring. Hello, amazing. Come join our adventure as we explore our wild city.
Now available at your local bookstore or online at wackocharco.com.
That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes on what it takes to make a book. If you did, consider giving me a like and subscribing to my channel. As always, be true, be you, stay fruitful.